Are you ready for some inner strength? Are you ready for some balance both on and off the mat? Well, you're in the right place, because we're getting ready to do about a 30-minute or so practice, yoga practice. We're going to begin seated in cross-legged, easy pose. If you'd like, you can also start in Shavasana or in Child's Pose. And we always begin our practices with an intention. So your intention could just be showing up today and making it through this practice. Or maybe your intention is to have a little more balance or flexibility and relaxing. So remembering to smile throughout the practice. And then also, I like to use essential oils during my practice and throughout the day. They help with mood management, help me with either focusing on tasks at hand, also very uplifting. Citrus oils are great for that. So I have a nice blend in here right now to help ground down with frankincense and sandalwood, but also very uplifting with some cinnamon and clove. So go ahead and let's focus on our breath. And you can either keep the eyes open, find a drishti, a focal point, or you can close your eyes, whatever you're comfortable with. Let's breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale. As we breathe in nice fresh oxygen to help our bodies function. As we exhale, let's let go of what we've done so far today. Any added worries or tensions. Inhale. And then exhale. And we'll slowly make our way into tabletop position. Our hands under our wrists, our shoulders, grounding down through all 10 fingers, and our knees about hip width apart right under our hips. Try to use our fingers more than our wrists, so we're not putting a lot of weight there, especially if you have carpal tunnel. Go ahead and drop the belly down. Inhale, bring your head up into cow, and then slowly exhaling, bringing the head down, dropping the tailbone, and bringing navel to spine. Inhale, cow, dropping the belly again, and exhaling back to cat, spreading those shoulders, really arching the spine, shoulders, tailbone down. Navel to spine. One more cycle. Exhale to cat. Stretching out the traps. And bringing it back to neutral. From here, we're going to go ahead and extend. So we ground down. Extend the right arm out as if you're shaking someone's hand. Keep your gaze down at your mat and bringing the left foot back. Nice and straight to a extended tabletop, and breathing. If you'd like, you can bring your arm out to the side and the leg out to the side. And then inhale, bringing them back to center. We're going to reach around and grab that foot into a half bow. Pushing back with that foot, stretched foot. Lifting that leg up wherever you're comfortable with. If you can't reach it, that's okay. Just bring the foot out and the arm out, and then coming back down to tabletop. And then bringing the left arm out, extended, and the right leg extending all the way out, flexing the foot, balancing with the right hand and the left leg. Repeating to yourself, I am strong. Breathing with your gaze down. Maybe bringing the left arm out to the side and the right leg out. And then back to center. And I'm going to reach back around, grabbing that foot to a half bow. Kicking that foot back towards the head if you can. Whatever's comfortable with you today, however much flexibility you have. Inhale, exhale. Bringing them back out, stretching them out, and then coming back to center. Let's go ahead and spread your knees as wide as your mat, big toes together, and coming back, heels, your hips towards your heels into extended child's pose, keeping your hands out in front of you. Or you can make a fist with your hands and rest your forehead on your fists, or bringing your forehead all the way down to the mat and bringing that tailbone down to help stretch the spine a little bit more. And breathing. And with each exhale, we're letting go of the tension, the stress, maybe massaging that forehead on the mat. And we're going to slowly come back up into our tabletop. And then extending our right leg out, and then our left foot out, stretching back to the heels into plank pose. If you need to, you can take a knee here and do plank with the knee. We're just going to do one push-up, stretching back with the feet, the legs, crown of the forehead, crown of the head towards the front of the mat, and then slow with control down towards the mat. And then we're going to come up into cobra, baby cobra, and slowly release down to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra again. Maybe lift the hands up off the mat. And then coming back down, resting the forehead on the mat. Bringing the feet, curling your toes under, lifting with the core and your thighs. We want to push up into a push up, and then back, meet in down dog. And here you can walk out your dog. Your hamstrings or calves are tight, melting your heart towards your thighs. And be sure to let the neck relax, shaking your head yes or no. And we're going to take a couple of cycles of breath here. And then looking forward, we're going to slowly walk towards the front of our mat. Staying in forward fold. Then on your next inhale, we're going to come all the way up, root to rise, arms up overhead. Bringing the hands together, coming down at the heart. Breathing. Inhale, arms up overhead. And then exhale down into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold. And the next inhale, lean your hips back into a modified chair pose. We're going to grab opposite elbows here as we're in modified chair. Excellent. One more breath. And then slowly releasing, coming into a forward fold. And then we're going to root to rise all the way up to mountain pose. And we're going to grab the left wrist with our right and slowly tilt to the right, doing a nice side lateral stretch here. And breathing. And then inhaling, coming back to center, grabbing the right wrist and leaning towards the left side. Nice big stretch. And then coming back to center, hands down at your sides. And then we're going to step the left foot forward and the right foot back, about 3.5 to 4 feet apart, coming into warrior pose. We're going to have the left knee stacked over the left ankle. Right foot is back at a 45-degree angle, and you can feel the weight on the outer edge of the back foot. Arms out left to right. Looking out over our left hand, our forward hand, into the future. Forwards looking to the future, not towards the back. And on your next inhale, let's reach back to reverse warrior or peaceful warrior. Arm back overhead, looking out, keeping bent over that left knee, tailbone down, and the right arm is on your thigh or your calf. slowly coming up, back into warrior two, arms left to right. And then we're going to come up. I'm going to switch, just twisting right to left. So the right is our front side now. Bending the right knee over the right ankle with the weight of on the outer edge of the back foot at a 45-degree angle here. Arms out left to right. And looking out over the right hand, the right fingers. And softening the gaze. Maybe smiling a little bit as we look forward. Inhale, bring the right arm up and back towards your ear, looking up towards the sky. Breathing. Maybe as you breathe a little bit more, you can give 1% more. Balance your strength in your legs, your core. And coming back into warrior two. Excellent. And slowly turning the right foot in. We're going to come into a standing forward fold. And once you get your balance, if you'd like, you're welcome to use a block if you have one handy. Otherwise, we're going to slowly hinge at the hips, keeping your hands at the hips. Come all the way forward. And putting the hands on the mat or the floor in front of you. If you have a block, you're welcome to use that. You can keep your hands here in front, or you can walk them back towards the arches in line and the arches of your feet. Then we're going to do a nice gentle twist here. Keeping the left hand down, reach the right arm up. And then switch. Right hand down, left hand comes up. And switch again. Left hand down, right hand up. Breathing with each movement, exhaling down. Inhaling, coming up. And exhale. Great. Now we're going to slowly just twist, walk our hands to our left foot. We're going to do a triangle pose here, bringing both feet facing the same direction. And then with your left hand on your left shin or your thigh, we're just going to have a triangle, and we're going to reach up this way. Reach our right arm up, overhead, looking upwards, keeping that crown forward. Right. Revolve triangle. And if you'd like, you can bring the right arm down and then twisting. Left arm comes up and then come back. And we're going to switch, walk our hands back across the front. And switching to the right foot. Together this way. Left hand comes up and out and down. And then the right hand comes up. Excellent. Okay. Let's bring both hands back towards the center here. And we're going to meet in, we're going to heel toe. We're coming all the way up to mountain. We're going to heel toe back together, our feet together. Step them together. Shake it out. We're going to come into tree pose. From here, grounding down through all four corners of the feet, finding balance on your left foot. Take the right foot, and you can either keep it just the toes down on the ground today if you'd like, or if you want to bring them up to your shin or your calf, you're welcome to do that. Or you can bring them all the way up to your inner thigh if you have good balance. Find your drishti. Whenever time I say that, I move. Hands together at the heart, Andre Mudra, or your heart center. Or if you'd like, you can bring your hands up, your branches. Did you know there's a challenge to see how long you can hold a tree pose? And I'd probably hold it better if I wasn't talking. Hands together, slowly coming back. Exhaling, releasing, step it out. Now grounding down through the opposite foot or your right foot, through all four corners. Let's take the left foot out. Again, you can leave it on the ground. Whatever's comfortable for you today. Every day is different. Maybe you have it on the calf. Hands together at the heart, finding your drishti, or bringing it up a little higher. and arms out in branches. Smile. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. We're not supposed to hold our breath in these poses. And coming back down and going ahead and releasing. Wonderful. We're going to do a modified sun salutation here. So getting into your mountain pose, grounding down. And inhale, arms up, reach up. Exhale, come down through the center. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, bringing the shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold. Placing the hands down, coming into a plank pose. And then slowly lowering to the mat. And from here, we're going to just gently roll over into a staff pose. You should want to sit this way. So in our staff pose, legs out in front of you, feet flexed, sitting up straight, head over heart, heart over pelvis. And breathing. And we're going to rise as we inhale, arms comes up overhead, and we're going to forward fold, reaching for the feet. You can always reach the ankles, the shins, wherever you're at today. Each day is different, everybody's different, the left and right sides are different. The importance is just being here, showing up for yourself, bringing that strength in. Maybe with each exhale, you're coming down a little bit more. And inhale, let's sit up. And let's take another breath. Inhale, arms up overhead, and then forward fold. Breathing. Excellent. And we're going to come back into staff pose. And then from here, we're going to do, skip that one, staff pose. We're going to sit down with our, knees to chest, hugging our knees to chest first. I'm going to skip that one. A nice little stretch there for the body, relaxing the legs, and bringing the soles of the feet together in either butterfly or a cobbler's pose. Sitting up tall, crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling. Maybe give your feet a nice little massage here. Thanking them for all the wonderful work that they do. Long walks or climbing stairs. Massaging the arches, the ankles. Awesome. Okay. And from here, we're going to go ahead and recline, bringing the knees together. We're going to come back to a reclined pose. Again, bring the knees up. And we're going to bring the feet straight up in the air into a reclined staff pose. This is an excellent pose too for when you're stressed or need to relax. At the end of a day, you can put your feet up against the wall. Wonderful pose. And then slowly bringing your feet down right by your sits bones. You can reach back with your hands, maybe touch your feet. Keep your feet kind of in line with your hips, kind of narrow. And we're going to go into bridge pose here. So we'll be using our legs and our core as we bring the hips up. So when you're bringing the legs out, the shins forward, keep your shins like you're pulling towards the opposite wall, but you want to keep your thighs together like there's an imaginary block between your legs, or you could certainly put a block there and squeeze. So we're going to go ahead and lift with the hips and the heart. Chest should come up, and the chin comes down, chin towards the chest, chest up, squeezing. Excellent. Breathe. And slowly relax, bringing it back down to the mat with control. Relax here for a minute, and then we're going to do one more bridge pose. And then with both feet ready, lift with the hips. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely, chin to chest, chest to the sky, hips up, thighs together. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, you got this, 2, and 1. Bring it down with control, back down to the mat. Very good. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice little stretch here. If you want to rock side to side, back and forth. Maybe bringing the feet up. We're doing some happy baby. Opening up them hip flexors a little bit more. Massaging the lower back. Excellent. Now bringing your feet back down to the mat. Let's extend one leg out and bring the left leg up and over into a supine twist, arms out at the sides, and looking back over your left shoulder. Breathing, nice, easy breath. If you need to, you can use your hand to keep your knee down a little bit, just give a nice little twist to that low back. And then slowly coming back to center, feet down. Switch, extending that left leg or the opposite leg, and then taking the right leg up and over and looking out over the other shoulder. Feel that nice twist in the low back. And we're going to slowly, you can stay in reclined or shavasana pose here if you'd like, or if you want to come up gently into seated pose, easy pose. We're going to do some alternate nostril breathing. This is really good for syncing up the left and right sides of the brain. I like to use this breathing technique, this pranayama, in the mornings when I'm waking up, or in the afternoon if you need a little more clarity and focus to tackle the afternoon projects. So taking 2 fingers bent like this and 2 fingers together, or you can just use, 1 finger, whatever's comfortable. We're going to breathe, gently close one nostril and breathe in through, say, the left side. Then we're going to close the left side and exhale through the right. You should feel a nice gentle relaxation in your shoulders and your spine. Inhale through the right. And then switch, closing the right, exhaling through the left. Sitting up nice and tall, head over heart, heart over pelvis. Inhale through the left. And then closing that, exhaling through the right. Inhale through the right. Close, switch, exhale through the left. Let's try one more on each side. Probably feels weird the first few times you do it, but after a while it might become one of your favorites. And we're going to go ahead and recline back into Shavasana. So we close out our practice here today. Maybe bringing the shoulders up under you, bringing your arms out at your sides at 45-degree angles. Relaxing the feet towards the corners of the back of your mat, foot of your mat. And just taking notice of your breath. Go ahead and soften the gaze. Adjust your clothing. Close your eyes if you'd like. And just feel the weight of your body on your mat. Think about your feet, all the muscles in your feet. Think about your toes, how they're all connected, how they're connected to your ankle, how Your ankles are connected to the lower leg, your muscles. They all work together. How they're connected to the back of your knee, the front of your knee. And how all that lower leg is connected to the upper leg, your quads, your hamstrings. And just feel the weight of your legs on your mat. I'm acknowledging your hips, how your legs are connected to the hips, and your lower spine. And feel the weight of your hips, your buttocks on the mat. And feel how your hips and your spine are all connected up through the shoulders. Feel your organs. Think about your lungs, doing all this breathing to keep us alive subconsciously, and how we can use that breath throughout the day for calming and focusing. Think about your diaphragm, your heart, how that's all protected by the ribs and the spine. Coming up to our shoulders and our neck, our head. Feel the weight of the head on your mat. Feel your shoulders and your arms, how your shoulders connect to the upper arm. Think about how they're connected to the elbows. How the upper arm and shoulder are connected to the lower arm, to the wrist and the hands, and all your fingers. Just let them relax as you breathe in and exhale slowly, letting go what doesn't serve you. Inhaling and exhaling. And then slowly rolling over to your right side, maybe using your hands to support your head. Just resting before we come up. Breathing nice and easy. And then slowly, using our arms, core, come up into easy pose. Maybe you've been using some essential oils to help you breathe or to help you focus, help you feel empowered or stronger, or maybe to help you relax if it's evening time or after a long day, you want to relax. I like to use essential oils topically. I put them on my wrist in the morning and throughout the day to help manage my emotions. Sitting up nice and tall, head over heart, heart over pelvis. Bring our hands to our heart center. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you for showing up for yourself, because we need to take care of ourselves so we can take care of others. And I appreciate you. I hope you've enjoyed this practice with me today. I look forward to seeing you in future videos. Remember, our body, mind, and soul are key if we want to move forward, to progress, to be healthy. We need to take care of ourselves, whether it's 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. That's not being selfish. That's called self-care and self-love. So thank you for being here. I hope you have a blessed day. Namaste. And if you haven't already, please hit the like and the share buttons below. I'm sorry, like and subscribe. Also share. I'd love it if you'd share this video. You can leave comments below. What other practices you are interested in. I'd love to hear those as well. And if you have questions about anything or about the essential oils, please let me know about that as well. I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you in future videos. Have a wonderful day, and remember to take care of yourself so you can take care of others.